Good evening, everybody. How's it going? We are here in a much cooler UK than last week. Ready for some pretty interesting racing, to say the very least. Looking forward to tonight's races, especially this first one. It's gonna be definitely something. Um, I'm hoping I'll be able to make it to the finish in both the races, because there is a small chance that I won't. Albeit, I think actually it's more of a problem going the other way. Should be fine coming this way. Yeah. It'll be an interesting night of racing. Of course, gearing up things for the special and for next season. So, do be on the lookout for those. I'll likely announce next season next week. For the special stuff, I'll be announcing that either tomorrow, Thursday time. Just need to finish up making all the graphics and stuff for it. Hi Astro, how's it going? Yeah, just a couple of minutes now till the servers go live. Seems like the website hasn't exploded yet from the new changes that were made, which is good. Time was doing blender shits, now about to eat something soon. Fair enough. Fair enough. What about you? Yeah, I'm doing pretty good actually. As good as things can be going really at the moment. I'd say, I mean, things can always be better, but as of how things could be right in this very moment, I'd say pretty good. Interested to see how these races are going to pan out. I'm hoping that the servers are all set up correctly. I'll find out in about a minute. Cool. I should sew it is up. Time to hope that this is all gonna work. Oh, we're rolling slightly into pit lane. That's always a good start. Where were we last week? Modena. The Modena setup. I don't remember the Modena setup actually. That would be bad. I'll take the VIR setup. I think that might work out okay. It's a very normal version of Spa. Very normal. Absolutely nothing out of the ordinary here. Oh, cut the track already. Great to see. Gauge my totally existent DRS. idea what the ideal lines are through these turns, to be honest. I mean, this is just Spa. The Spa everybody knows and loves, right? I feel like I'm playing Cherokees. I guess with the size of these Legends cars, it might as well be. Oh, that curb. Bit of a slide through the sauce. Oh. Not a good landing. Yeah, and the very normal occurrence that cars take flight. Ooh. Need to come to this thing, see if I can make dinner later. Fair enough. We have about 20 minutes, give or take. So we actually get to the racing. Getting a clean lap here is actually going to be pretty hard. Oh, dabble the brakes with the crest. That helped. I guess it's probably faster than people wider line. Yeah, never mind. Oh my god. And just a quick note, I know some people already filled it out, but if you check the pin link at the top of the chat, or I guess the bottom of the chat now, at least how it's shown on my end, and if you check the second link in the description after the website, you'll find a link to a review form for just a general of how things have gone so far. Chance to voice your opinions on a variety of things. As I said, thanks to those who've done it already, but the more the merrier. Of course, you can also find it on the Discord too. It's actually going to be a valid lap. Forgotten. It might be. It is. Valid lap. I can never get the apex there. Maybe you just can't. I don't know. Thanks. Going faster. Oh, it's bad. Just full sending it over the jumps now. Lifting off, obviously, as I go over them. until I land, because that helps stabilize a bit more on landing. There. Yep. So this is deceptively difficult. It's technically faster, but I did cut, so it doesn't count. I have no idea how racing is going to go on this shape, though. I have a feeling it might be more surviving than anything. Who knows? We might be able to get some racing going. Pretty decent. Let's see what it's gonna be. It's a bit shit into the first corner. I think the corners come at you so fast, you don't really have a... Oh, rough landing. Don't really have a lot of time to sort of recalibrate yourself. Oh, somebody's off the track. Slowly getting the hang of this. It's basically impossible to string a consistent lap together. Oh my god, where am I going now? I could maybe shorten the gearing up a little bit. I don't think we really get fast enough. That might prove to be a disaster. Can't remember if there's collision with the pits or not, so I'm gonna avoid Mateo, just in case. Oh! Alright, I think we're still good. I was not expecting that. Just a fucking flip coming out of the pit. Oh, my days. Okay. Those grassy mounds almost act like curbs. Sped needs American special weapons too. I feel like it's chaotic enough without them. Oh, there we go. It's just send and hope for the best, really. In a lot of these corners. Holy but Jesus. Take it slow for this section here. Nail the throttle on the exit now. Careful first corner. Now, I have actually raced on this track before, but we've raced the reverse version, which is arguably even more crazy than this version. If only I could, like, if only, like, with the double races, I could run a different layout for each. I technically could, but it would require effectively creating two separate servers that run back-to-back, which would be a lot of hassle. So we could run the forward and the backwards layout. So the way AC handles double races is pretty primitive. God, that grass is lethal. Absolute madness. Deep in that, but it's okay. Let's see, can Miko conquer the madness? Cool. Just a sea of gravel there. Nearly went into it. A little slow. I just see him jump in the mirrors behind. Hit me. Oh, God. I'm dead. Oh, in the wall. How do I get out of this? I guess I just... We're good. And a third now. Oh. Here, 56. Whoa. Crazy shit. try this out. Maybe getting a smaller jump over there actually helps. It's pretty good. Top spot. Pretty close at the top, I think, though. Oh. Jesus fucking Christ, this is gonna be a crazy race. Oh, that was a hard landing. We got in 4th place though. Real wide pen. Okay, this is gonna be crazy. It's relatively close. Short qualifying, so we gotta get out there and get some laps in. Coming down with TS sliding through the corners. A wide berm from here, so we're trying to hold it flat. Oh, I'm in the wall. Oh. Shit. going, really, in this qualifying session. Oh, yeah, he spun. Mateo. Nobody is safe tonight. Truly a madhouse race. And still has me fit. Oh my god. People are fucking crazy. More attempt. See what we can do. $55. Oh my god. I don't think this lap's going to be any faster, but we're going to stick it in. We'll send over the line. Yeah. About as good as I'm going to get, I think. Make sure I actually have enough fuel. Yeah, that's enough. Eating dinner, so practice will be crazy. Well, this is qualifying even. So. Ooh, it's pretty tight, all things considered. I mean, 8 temps, I guess, is a fair amount on a 55-second track, but given the sheer unpredictability, I'll take it. Here we go. I don't think the brakes can go back any further. No, you really can't. Good to know. chaos. Adam's got the right prediction there. This is gonna be chaos. I don't even know what's the best way to go. I'm gonna gamble on taking a wider berm through the first hairpin. Through Mini La Sauce. And I hope that pays off. Just wheel spin off the line. Okay, pretty clean off the line. Clean start, it seems. Everyone seemingly got through. Oh. They're on a bit here, but I don't really know where to take it. Just gonna stick behind him for the time being. Ooh, we have a big spin. Oh, everyone's been collected. Oh my god. There's cars everywhere. I think Miko threw a big slide and Mateo had nowhere to go, just ran into him. And that caught everyone behind up. I'm somehow in second. Whoop-a-deep. Whoops. I spun him out. I'm kind of in the middle of the race. Oh, this is a bad place to be. Alright, I'm back basically lost now. Oh, I guess shows you a lucky go. Okay. That's a bit deep there into the first corner. Gotta be pretty early of your break-in point. The field is pretty close, all things considered. Apart from, I'm guessing, Mattia, who's breaking me a little bit at the front, yeah. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, that was a bad line off the ramp. Okay, at least I'm pointing the right way. I think the car is still going straight as well. I have sent it a little too hard. Oh, I think I might be slightly... Hard to tell. I think I'm slightly left-hand down. Oh, I am. That's gonna kill me, I think. Oh yeah, I'm definitely slightly left-hand down. Bollocks. Not surprised that was a pretty hefty whack. See if I can catch up though, it's still. There's bound to be more chaos, I think. Oh, speaking of, Phil's around. Oh, I don't know where to go! Whoops! Could have duped myself there. Ended up T-boning him instead. Oh, now this thing's even more broken. Oh. I have to let Adam go here. This thing is all kinds of broken. What I might try and do though, I think I'm going no further really in this race. Yeah, oh yeah, this thing is. Oh fuck! Oh god. Go one more lap. Let's see what we can get. But I think this might be a bit of a lost cause. What I'm gonna hopefully do, I can try as a little experiment. Oh dear. Oh. The wheel's trying to snap out of my hands. I get into the pit. Oh, crikey. Okay, what I actually want to do, though, is I actually want to jump back. I want to try something. Where was it? Where was it? Where is it? Where is it? Where are we? I'm being stupid. Moderna. I think this has the right thing on it. Ugh, 90 seconds. Okay, whatever. Watch the others race. Mattia seems like he's still in the lead. And then Miko's up to second now. That's Phil going. Does he have damage? Well, he has damage, obviously, but is he steering straight? Oh, hard to tell. Not exactly, I don't think. I think he is slightly bent. This experiment will prove valuable for race 2. So. Yeah, he's definitely a bit broken. How about Ashtrev? He might be okay. Back to me, because you're about to be ready to go. Okay, so I've loaded the setup from Modena, which has the right skewing steering. As an experiment, we're going to see if it's any faster. I had a hunch that there's a slither of a chance it could be. Some of the tricky turns on this track are right-handers, so hoping by giving me more right-hand steering, I'll get more of an advantage through those than I will through the left-handers. It's a complete guess, but so we're doing this to find out. Because I remember in Modena, it was very sensitive. Oh, there's a lot of understeer through there. The gear in the back being a bit longer as well, though. Another thing to keep in mind. Pace will be slightly hobbled with that. Seconds, holy moly. $7.2. Mm, not really sold, to be honest. The gearing isn't helping, but I don't think this is helping either. P71. Well, actually, it's relatively promising. Probably reduce it a little bit. See what this lap's gonna be. $57.2 again. Might have been. Okay, I think it's worth taking a gamble. We're gonna shorten the gearing, and we're gonna change these slightly, make them slightly less extreme. And we're gonna see how that goes. Okay. Let's see what this can do. You know, actually. These are showing different numbers. That's kind of annoying. Okay. I'm gonna hope that works out. We line up on the front row. As it's just damage from it, so wait, this is kind of back up. Assume we're not gonna have the race one replay, I don't think. Get to see all that carnage. You know that this race will probably be carnage as well. Especially given that we have a 4-reverse grid. Porsche was a bit skittish on the landing there. It'll be definitely a bit of a defense race for me. Off the wrong way there. Material's free. He's like a little bit coming after me now. Especially if you're driving like that. scruffy like that last time around, so. I can clean up a bit this time around. .56.3. Nice. Wasn't enough for fastest lap, but that's my fastest lap of the race by a good margin. So my experiment did pay off. I don't think it's going to net me the win here, but it could at least help keep me in a pretty decent running order, I think. The tear is closing in. I should have disabled the other mirror. Right there. I can see him twice. I know for sure he's there. He's gonna come up. Ooh, he's losing it a bit there. A bit of a lock up there, it's not gonna help. That. It's a bit trippy seeing two of them, but I gotta make do because I don't really have the time to reach over and press that button. Oh, yeah, the understeer for that last corner is treacherous. Mattia and Nico are going to start closing on in now. So slow for that last corner. Nice. Should we go behind? Oh, they're coming. Somehow keeping Matteo behind me. Oh, bit rough. Bit is a bit of an understatement, I think. Very rough. Ooh, got him on the grass. Oh, he's wrecking! Oh my god! Jesus! Holy shit! I was unlucky. But wow. But now I got those two right up. Hopefully they'll fight amongst each other a bit, but who knows. 2 minutes, I got 4 more laps of this. Oh my. Woo! Oh my god. Because they had a Mattia. Both basically on top of each other, I think. Nope, Nico was definitely ahead. I didn't actually see who won the last race. And if he did catch and pass Mattia in the end. Way to go, though. Just over a second's worth of lead. But I'm assuming we'll come down pretty quickly, especially if I do that! Oh my god! Now my lead is practically non-existent. Really using first skin to help me break for that corner. Over the first hairpin. Oh, he's losing it. Did he keep it? I think he did. Oh, I'm not though. Oh my god. I thought I was in the wall there. Flag behind. I don't know what's happening. Was the yellow flag ahead, actually? Oh my god, I've actually broken away a bit. Holy shit. Oh, it's Adam. Have to get the side of the road. Geronimo! Oh my god. I didn't even get going again. Gonna hit the last jump. I tried to do a cool flick of the I can't even smoke. Oh. Jesus. Oof. That's yep. And I am sweating. Yeah, that was good fun. Holy shit. Crazy races, yeah. That was unlucky for you though on race 2. I think you probably could have won had you not have stuck the landing. Don't think I have race 1 replay though, which is sad. I went on the inside of the Mini Rouge. Yeah. This is race 2. I don't think I have race 1. I'll check afterwards, but... Actually, hang on, let me just check. Honestly, I'm not even sure if we'll have time to go through either of them. I don't think I do, no. I don't know why. The race 1 replays never seem to save on my end. Oh, my content manager's not loving life. Oh, actually? I might have it. I have something here. It doesn't want to load. But I have something here. Hang on. Let me reload my replays. Just a quick reminder, though. Obviously, top link or pin link in the chat and second link in the description. There is a feedback form that you can fill out on just CRS in general. Throw in your opinions. Okay. Whatever this is, it doesn't want to load. Let me close and reopen Content Manager. Let me actually just go in the folder. Fuck it. There's something there. But I don't want to... I'm loading currently. Okay, I'm pretty certain this is race 1. Okay. Yeah, it is. Okay, I have both races now. Thankfully, this time I actually saved both. Prior races, it actually hasn't saved both, which is a little annoying. This time it did, which is good. However, we only have like 5 minutes before the next... before the Porsches go live, but we'll at least get through race 1. Okay. Is that the last lap of yours? Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I tried taking a wider berm here. Didn't really help, I don't think, but I didn't lose anything either, so I'm surprised we all made it through turn 1 so clean. Side by side on the first lap over the jump, though. I think everybody made the jump first lap pretty fine. Over here was where shit went. When a pit tits up, because Biko kicks into a slide here. Matteo clips the back of him, and that collects everybody. I was wondering. Galloping over there. Oh my god. What a calamity. Oh, Matteo came out worse than that. Or maybe Adam did, actually, with that big bounce. Oh yeah, no, he's stuck facing the wrong way. Whole field just completely scattered. That's a bit messy there for me, but we're all kind of stacked up here. And then it was my turn to do the same. I think I was just a bit too late on the brakes here. I could have made it if there was no other car there. So yeah, I was a bit late. Give him a little tap. And then, again, kind of stacked up with, with nowhere to go. Not a lot of space to breathe on this track. No, there I overcooked it, to be honest. Like, that would have been fine if nobody was there, but you were there, so... Yeah, see, I probably would have... Yeah, no, I think I would have missed the apex slightly. So I just nailed you. Because it's a pretty hard braking zone. You come flying through and... Yeah, I just fucked it up. Plain and simple. With Matteo earlier, I don't know. I think he did get caught out from the momentum change. But I just braked too late. Ooh. Absolute send on Phil. A bit of a lock up. Makes it work though. Ooh. Yeah, that like the chicane there is like probably one of the most awkward parts of the track. Pretty close up front in this little pack here still though. It's kind of losing ground. Phil got a bit ship-shape there, but he held it. Yeah, the way obviously with the chicane there, really does kind of cancel out any like overtaking spots here, because it really bottlenecks you through. Nearly turned into the wall there. Oh. Yeah, these grass verges are like death, because they are like basically curbs. Obviously Phil gets sideways, gets on them. And then admittedly here I was just a deer in the headlights. And I wasn't sure where he was going. Hit the brakes, the car just went sideways and wham. And actually, I didn't catch it, but the lap before I went and did this. Bam! So I was already lugging suspension damage, then got even more suspension damage. From T-boning Phil. And I was just broken at that point. You can see it's just... Eventually had to let Adam through. And then I decided to gamble on pitting, but I actually went back. I like pulled into the pit and then walked back to pit so I could test some setup changes, which ultimately I think worked, which is nice. Yeah. Porsche server is live, but we'll stick with this for a bit longer. Oh, it's a bit of a rough landing there, but he lived. Same old up the inside on Yari there. Ooh, doesn't quite work though. Mateo's not far behind either. Three of you pretty much right there. Mateo tries to go around the outside, that doesn't really work. Yari went a bit deep. Bit sketchy to try and move at the jump though. Whoa. Oh yeah, it was a bit too much on the inside there. But the grass has slowed him down. So that's going to drop him 2 places. Ouch. Doing that to Mateo as well. He's still going to keep fighting though. Pretty close still between these two. Spreading out a little bit, but not by much. Pop it here a bit deep in there. But it worked. Well, he lived, I guess. Not really, it worked. Isn't this pretty much in status quo until the end? Could back it up a bit. Could mess it up. Oh, he did! Bit too eager on the throttle out of the first turn. Oh, in the wall. And as Yari through. Oof. Unlucky there. Sliding all the way through. Oh. Full 360 there across the line. This is the end of the race though. Back to Idle. See what happened here. Oh. Shiv might have crashed on his own. He ran out of fuel. Oh no. Oh, is he gonna hit the sausage? Oh no, the curb. Oof. Spins out. And gets on through. I might have gone a little back too far back. Whoops. Yeah, last lap would be nasty. Okay, I'm guessing it's probably about it. Ooh, Jesus. Oh my god. Bounce into the wall, rolls over, rolls into him, and then he rolls over. Hang on, let's see if I can get that on the old... Oh yeah, there we go. Hang on, I gotta put that. There you go. Oh my god. I hit the reverse out of it. No, neither one wants to. So cartoony with the wheels flying, yeah. Oh. Neither wants to give them. He wants to let him through, but he doesn't wanna. We'll look at race 2 afterwards, though. But for now, I got some Porsche to drive. Yes, it's Midnight Sanctuary from Maxi Tune 3, which is like part of the 10 outrun mode. Yeah, we'll look at race 2 afterwards. Quick reminder also to fill out the form if you haven't done so already. Be greatly appreciated. I'm just gonna take Thermalito, see how that goes. Yeah, Maximum Tune 3 is pretty good. Played it for a while as like a post-stream game. I haven't really done post-stream games in a hot minute. One of these days I probably should, but... Oh, I'm especially having to rest laps, I'm limping like... Oh, okay. Fair enough. Yeah, actually, yeah. Wrecking that would give you major suspension damage. Oh. I have no idea how good or bad the setup's gonna be. I know it's gonna be a setup. And this track is nowhere near as bumpy as the Melito or Detroit, so that might be famous last words. You don't rather this track goes, to be honest. It's been on, especially in a car like this. Maybe I'll leave the suspension as it is. Might lower it a little bit, but there are a few bumps throughout this track, so better to be safe than sorry, I guess. But I think I would be setting the lap time chart alight, so later then. At the most we had for the Legends, maybe. If not, it's tied. I think at VIR we had a pretty decent turnout as well. I think what we had 8 or 9. I think we had about 8 for the VIR also. I guess if you want to call it technically 7, because it was that one guy who didn't really complete the 2 races. I guess on that ground, technically, yeah, because all 8 people finished both races. Trying to get a feel for the track really at the moment before I start really making any changes to the car. Make sure I don't do anything stupid. It's feeling a bit lousy on turning though to some of these corners, so maybe get a bit more speed out of it if I do something about that. Oops. Shut that. I guess it's a good time to go back to the pits. Gonna have plenty of fuel. Oops. Dial back the travel range a little bit. So I'm gonna lower the car a little bit. See what that does. But now make me a little bit faster. Down the fourth place. Deer in the wall. Another track with not a lot of room to run off. Bit of a lock up there. Oh my fuck. We'll roll with the damage. Let's see what I can do lifetime wise. What I could do is miss the braking point into turn 1. Fucking fantastic. Again, just a quick friendly reminder, those who aren't in the race, I think I did mention it a couple of times already, but pin link in the description, or chat, and the top link, or second link in the description, and that'll take you to a review form. I gotta say, I don't like what they've changed. I don't know what it looks like for you guys, but for me they've changed the pinned message on YouTube. I don't like the change they've made, because I feel like it stands out way less now. I mean, I guess it's more visible when you go and type into the box, but it also just has like a gray background now, so it doesn't really stand out at all. Because beforehand, at least from what I could see on my end, it would make it white, or at least invert to whatever your theme was, I guess. And it would appear at the top of the chat box. But now it's just like a little grey blob at the bottom. I don't mind it necessarily being at the bottom. More the colouring, I think, is a bit of a poor choice. You know, you typically want to pin a message if it's, you know, important. But also moving it to the bottom is a bit weird as well, because obviously people typically read top to bottom. I guess if you want to include like an FAQ or something, people may see it before they go and type in. Not that would stop people. Yeah, I just had a thought. Thinking about the games that make up my music playlist at the moment, I think most of the games in the playlist are actually Namco and Sega. On the Sega front, we've got like some of the Phantasy Star games, Outrun, Outtrigger. I think some Fighting Vipers / Fighters Mega Mix as well. And on the Namco side, we've got Ridge Racer, Tekken, a little bit of Ace Combat 2, Maxi Tune, obviously, also. Think of what else. I guess it's Enthusia, that's kind of an outlier. Oh, and Sega got some Sega Rally 2006 as well. Speaking of Enthusia, there you go. This is a good track. I didn't notice the loop got stuck in. Pleasant surprise. Yeah, probably another car I'm going to lose ground to. We shall see. Oh yeah, Metropolis Street Racer for Sega as well. There's another one. God, yeah, it really is. I'm just scrolling through the full list now. It's like 95% Namco and Sega. Qualifying time though. No, I'm the one getting the spin. Oh, I've done the same thing as Yari. No, actually, I'm gonna back up the pits. I'll try that. That might be a mistake, but we'll see. Just a tiny bit, so I don't think it should make too much of a difference, but... Famous last words, as they say. Give me a bit of extra rotation. Go. Actual lap. That brake marker for turn 1 is so sneaky because it's kind of hidden. Maybe the cars this track was designed for could need to brake at 150. For those who need to brake at the 100 mark, it's well hidden. It's okay. Up ahead somewhere. I don't know where. I don't see anyone on my map. Oh, did Lucas fall out the map somehow? Given that he's rejoined. Provisionally third. Not hitting these walls in the race is going to be practically impossible. That much of it did have a real shit exit there, so didn't help. From that curb on the outside there didn't help either. Oh, rubbish. Slight improvement, but pretty rubbish. Gonna be slower coming into this next lap. Getting a pretty decent rhythm going for the race. But way too early there. Yep, there you go. And the wall slightly in qualifying. Testing many times, I suspect. Always comes up faster than you think it does. We're gonna pull and call on a time. I'm left to probably up to second. Wow, just from that last corner alone. Just a bit of time there. There's a bit of a rough hairpin again. Neutralize the time delta. Hit the wall again as well. All wrong. I'm in the bloody wall. Be happy with those changes though. 2 tenths off of it too. It's pretty close actually. Be an interesting race though. Trash the car already on the outlet. Oh, damn it! I've lost the tap ever slightly more. Despite being a fictional street trick, this is really riddled with all the kind of quirks you would find on a real life street track. Is the apex? I don't know. I gained time out of there, so it wasn't taking it too tight. They're gonna lose it all through here, especially with that wheel spin. We're still positive. Oh, there's Mateo crashed, I think. It could be pretty big. It's gonna be enough. No. So close. Next time I'll be on this one, sadly, here watching. It's unfortunate. Did you having like any problems, or were you just struggling to get to grips with the car? It's a bit of a tricky car. Oh, Mateo's on the mediums. No way. Nope, he's gone. You having some issues? Oh, it's so close between me and Yari. And oh wow, look at that. Not even a tenth between the three of us. That is insane. That's very close. And he's saying, okay, fair enough. No worries. Okay. I have to make sure I don't fuck this launch up. It's one of the few cars we're getting a lot of wheel spin. It basically means death. So. Cheers to the luck, I will need it. You can sort of superheat the tires in this. Your first turn chaos. Hopefully it's not going to be me causing it. I can do the same. Haha. I don't think it really does anything. Are they doing anything? No, it doesn't. Tap the brakes, so. Here we go. Okay, got a lot of wheel spin. Oh, what the hell? It's crazy lag there. I don't even know what was happening. I don't know how well that came across on the stream. somebody's gone straight on. That might have been Phil. I think it was Phil. You know, at least we're pretty close pace-wise, so I should be able to keep up with these. It did look odd, okay. Yeah, I had some, like... game, like, stalled up there for a second. Didn't drop any frames on the stream, but yeah, it was a weird game thing. Oh, Harry's still in the wall there. Can't see in front of you when you're behind someone, so I have to get a bit extra cautious there. Both of us got a bit of a wheel spin out of there. Bugger. Kinda hurt me a lot there. Put me out of slipstream range of Yarn, put me in big time slipstream range of Batia. He's not gonna be able to take it, okay? Oh, to lock it up into there. Oh, perfect. All over me now. It's a big damage to my rear. I don't know how much it's going to affect me. Woo. Oh, shit. What could I... Oh my god. It was such a marginal tap. It's so annoying. The most marginal taps. I didn't even feel, like, so marginal, I didn't feel anything. But I saw him go around and I was like, I know what's happened. Good old AC. Hopefully, I can at least get up past maybe Phil and Lucas. About to suggest hit the bell too, but you already hit something else. Oh, Lucas has wrecked it. Oh, he went into him there. He's like they absolutely toasted his tires though, so he's gonna have a... Yep, there he goes again. Oh, it's unlucky. Yeah, he's gonna have to really look after those for a few corners. Get rear wing damage is hurting me a bit, but putting the goal onto 4th place, I think, at the very least. Ideally, podium, but that's going to be pretty hard to achieve, I think. That is really cool experience. Yeah, I guess on a controller they would just be absolute death. Because they are very peaky. I don't think Lucas really got the hang of them, it seems, after he's burnt them up. I do wonder if they'll change that, maybe. The cards are 0.5, so maybe there's more to come. Yep, keep going. I wonder if he maybe even burst his tires. Be pretty tragic. Give him a second. Try to navigate these tight streets. I see you've totally caught front rear or overheated the rear in the long terms. I mean, it's mostly fine, to be honest. It's only when you're like... once you overheat the core, that's when you're really fucked, from what I've experienced, I guess. Then it takes a while to cool down, but it's very easy to heat up even more. But like, yeah, when the outsides get a bit hot... Did I just say front rear? Probably did. Not fully thinking about what I'm saying. Trying to see if I can... Oh shit, that's not gonna help. Trying to see if I can catch these two. Astra Cup win. I don't know. Is there even a mod for it? Actually, that's a stupid question. There is a mod for it. The JC. I did see there was a mod release recently for a Fiesta Cup. I don't know how good or bad that is. Just picked up the speed. God damn it. I got distracted. Hoping 6 months of suggest. This is in the bin. Some Astro STCC mod years ago, I don't remember it at all. gonna seem particularly drift the guy just to the first time. I'm entirely wrong. Honestly, the main problem for me with this car has really been the braking. Been suffering a lot under braking. I got that wall caught me out again. I didn't really take any damage from it, but not helping. Rear left? It's fine, actually. I did cook it a little bit earlier, but it does get a bit stringed through some of these corners, but it's mostly fine. Obviously, with the amount of downforce we're putting through it, I'm not surprised it does get a bit hot. Get this nice long straight after those 2 turns there to give it some breathing room. So it's fine. I mean, having hot tires, or heating up the tires quite a lot is fine, as long as you have the breathing space around the track to cool them down. And it's pretty easy to manage. If you don't, however, that's when you're kind of fucked. Oh, bit of a lock up there. Goes behind Mattia. These tires heat up under 2 seconds. It takes like 10x more to cool them down. It depends, really. Like, if you keep them in relatively normal operating windows, I'd say they're pretty fine. If you do, there is a point where once you've like heated the core up enough that they will just spike, and at that point it takes forever to cool them down, and you have to be really careful. So like spinning in this car is kind of a death sentence if you're not careful. You'll lose a lot of time. But you risk losing even more if you try and be too aggressive. Starts can also be a bit risky if you wheel spin too aggressively. My driving's not been too great, but I don't think that rear wing damage is really doing me any favors that I picked up earlier. A little bit. We need a lot more if I want to try and challenge him before this race is over. A bit too much curb there. Didn't help. Overdid it. Okay. Lost a bunch of time from that, but could have been a lot worse. Didn't have to take the escape road. The tires on this car are pretty weird as well, though, because they do also last, but basically forever. I mean, you could just run the soft tires, no problem. I mean, there's a chance that maybe, you know, if it's a track that's pretty demanding on the tires, running something like the mediums might be better, because they'll cool off quicker. But generally, I think the softs have been pretty much the way to go for all the tracks so far. Oh, yellow flag. Somebody's binned it. Would have filled a bit. I think he might have spun. He has spun, actually. That might work better. But he biffed it a bit. So he's going to be feeling that residual pain. I think he might have just glanced the wall a bit somewhere. The 109, geez. Oh no. God damn it. Just a bad bump there. It was somehow still slightly faster than Phil that time around, despite all those mistakes. Oh, God. Just not good at that corner whatsoever. Okay, maybe that front wing damage that was also done in my turn-in. I think it might have done. Oh, that's not gonna help. Yeah, I don't think it's... She's a bit killed. It'll be the final lap, I think. Well, maybe not, actually. Leaders are so far ahead. I think we will get another look around. Maybe there's a little bit of a chance yet. Try and catch Phil. So slightly green at the moment. Time around. Slowly reading Phil in, but it's not going to be enough. Red to begin the lap. Okay. I tried. I have to go back and see. I feel like that was like the tiniest of touches. Like, so much so it was basically non-existent. But obviously, AC collisions. Of course, we've got both replays here. We've got the replay for this. That's a nice black square there. Let's get rid of the one. Get that for the time being. Don't really need it anyways. We got to a pretty decent start here. And then I don't know how well it's going to come across the replay. It doesn't really come across at all in the replay. Huge game like that. Mocked up the tires a bit. Luckily I didn't collect anyone. I had no real control over what was happening there. But lucky to have also not lost more ground. Oh shit. To be honest. They got away with that one. With the Phil though, he went straight on here, I think. Oh, he lost the rear end a bit and had to take the escape road. Oh, just about got a turn around. But I don't know if I appeared laggy at the start there or into the turn one for anyone else. Because I guess on the replay it's showing smooth, but yeah, on my end I had basically no control. This game was stuttering like crazy. So I was thinking I could still make it up. It's going pretty okay. Made a bit of a mistake there though, got wide. Gave Mattia a big run that he didn't take in the end. I guess he didn't really get close enough looking at it. My game crashed twice at the end of qualifying, huh? Strange. It's all over me here. Is it this tap here? Oh yeah, I think it was, yeah. That did a lot of damage to my rear end. Just a light little tap. Well, I had quite a violent reaction to it, so I guess I'm not too surprised. And a bit of a lock up here. Oh. Yeah, this is the lightest of touches. Maybe could have braked a bit harder, but I wasn't really confident. And tip. And then, of course, yeah, the wait for everyone to get through was a bit awkward. So we're right in the middle of the track. I think that wind damage did hurt me, though. The car felt like it was driving fine, but I think it was gonna ask for it by not going wider. Yeah, but probably could have gone on the brakes a little more. Just trying to avoid locking up and then making it even worse. I was thinking we might have gotten through it fine, but we didn't in the end. And yeah, I just struggled to really get any more pace. I found a bit as we went on, but didn't get a lot. Let's see Lucas, though. I'm guessing he's gonna miss his braking point. Well, not really, just locks the rear. He's gonna light it up. Oh, he doesn't know. And obviously, yep, those tires are now baked. Yeah. Spins it round out of there. And now he has to drive like he's on eggshells, but I don't think he knows. And see, he is lighting it up out of every corner. This is the point where the tires are a bit... are kind of bad. Because, yeah, they will... Yeah, see, he's... just spinning over and over. Ideally, what he needed to do here was just really, yeah, almost a puncture, yeah. What he needed to do was just take it real slow through into the braking zones and turns. Of course, not what you want to do in a race, but obviously, yeah, would have eventually have cooled down. And he would have been able to have kept going, but he tried to fight it out, and yeah, ultimately, it's just a losing battle in this car. Did Phil do it? I think he did. Close up quite a bit. Pretty quick. Oh, maybe not. I just bled time naturally, it seems. Yeah. Mattia just being lightning fast. First, I thought he'd almost punctured. That was maybe why he would have quit. Yeah, just a quick reminder again as well. Gonna be the nightmare that you all love. Obviously, if you haven't done so already, do check the pinned link in the chat or the second link in the description where you will find a good old feedback form. I know some of you've done it already. Thanks for that. But yeah, the more the merrier. Just to collect feedback on how things are going in general, a few new ideas maybe, and yeah, a chance for you guys to throw in some suggestions of your own. Okay. This goes on for quite a while. Oh. It's in the wall on the exit. Oh. Loses her a little bit on the exit. Puts him at a bad line through there. Let's go Mattia to bounce alongside. He's going to take a wider berm. That's not going to pay off. Locks the rear slightly. Gets away with it. What happened to him later, though? He brought out a yellow flag later and brought me a lot closer. I don't really know when that happened. I'm guessing he hit the wall or something. It's into like this corner here, I think. Oh. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh. Bit of a brain fade moment, almost. Or like a game lag, maybe? I don't know. Oh, I think it's probably a bit of a brain fade. Yeah, he straightens up and realizes he's going completely the wrong way. How bizarre. Could have also just been. I was distracted and got lost there. Oh, I think he hit. Has that always been like that? Well, I guess. Oh, I guess it would have been like that when you got lost. Yeah. Oh no! It's hitting the wall on the exit. Okay. Yeah, my car was battered come the end of the race. I'll be honest, I'm not sure if there was a wall I didn't hit at some point during this race. In front, I'm guessing things stayed pretty stable. Yep. Yeah, I think that was pretty much it. Wrong turn in Singapore and you end up, yeah, you end up in Malaysia, yeah. Either Malaysia or the ocean. Yeah, I think that's that. However, time for the real spice. That's the wrong thing. Race 2 of the Legends. Already had race 1. Time for race 2. Oh. It's 4 reverse grid. I was running a slight right turning setup. Basically took the setup I ran on race 2 Modena and like shortened the gearing and tweaked it a little, or reduced the amount of turn a bit. Because I experimented with just the raw Modena setup in race 1, and I felt like it was allowing me to be a bit, oops, shit, allowing me to be a bit faster, so I ran it. Again, clean through the first turn. I'm surprised. Ooh, a bit risky there from Adam on the grass, but we all made it through. Ooh, Phil with the rough landing. Oh, that bad bounce. Oh, lucky nothing bad came of it. Everyone makes it through. Ooh, that's unlucky. It's a little too wide on that curb grass. Yeah, if anything, the grass on this track is more of a fucking curb than, Yeah, see, look at that. Like, the curbs on this track, flat. The grass is like a curb. I think everyone else got away from that, though. This is a surprise. Yeah, he kind of punted Adam out of the way. Should have had everyone else to sail on through, it seems. Oh, not quite. Only Matteo. Best if I didn't have all right set up. Ooh, bit of a lock up. Ooh, that's unlucky. Yeah, it's been such an awkward section. Ping pong. Ping. Matteo got away with that. The other two not so much so. It's unlucky. That helped me out a lot up the front here, though. Check my wheel animation from that downhill. Hang on. Oh. Honestly, my arms are pretty knackered at the orgy. All over the place. Honestly, yeah, My arms are pretty knackered at the end of that. Just like flailing around all over the place around this track. Proper workout. Corners just come at you constantly. And they're all like awkward camber and whatnot. Oh, that was a bit of a rough landing there for Mateo, but he got away with it. If the save of centering works. Up the inside there. Guessing. Yeah, Shep was a lot more cautious there. You hardly jump it at all. Mattia goes sky high. Well, not quite, but that was a pretty big jump. This was really an extreme blend of risk versus reward, this track, I feel. At least for, like, as much as you can get for circuit racing. Like, do you absolutely blast the car over the jumps? Or do you, take it a bit more cautiously? Of course, the right answer was to blast it over the jumps and hope for the best. Oh, I put the wrong track map on. Hang on. I just realized that now. Where is it? There you go. No, not kill kind of stings, but this was fun. Not kill kind of stings? I did find a mod for not kill, but it's a bit awkward, and the didn't have many grid spots either. Which I think we could pretty easily fix, but like I'd have to go back and check it. Take got through pretty nicely there. Ooh. I did race knock kill in reverse. Oh, it's pretty much that, but on steroids. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, pretty much. Looking for a way past on that strip. Get some under braking into this chicane complex. Yeah, I gambled on this race on the right, well, mostly right setup. Because I noticed that a lot of the hard corners were right-handers, like La Source, the entry to Lake Combs, whatever the hairpin's called. Oh, they actually have the names at the top here, yeah. Yeah, it's the entry to, like, I guess entry to Lake Combs doesn't really matter. Bruxelles, that's it. Yeah, Bruxelles was right. This one was a left, and Puan was left. But they're not terribly hard corners. Okay, I got a bit side by side here, but I'm going to work out. Yeah, and then into the Fania chicane. That was a pretty tough right. And then through Stavolo. Kind of struggled to get the grip down out of here, but kind of worked. And I did have to lift through Blanchimont, but which wasn't ideal. I was kind of worried somebody was going to ram me up the chuff, but I knew as long as I could hold the point into the bus stop, I'd pretty much hold the lead, so it was fine. Ooh, it's unlucky. He got the curb strike again. Ooh, was that sausage curb this time? Oh no, just way too much curb. Oh, it's unlucky. Yeah, at this point, the battle between the two of us was heating up a bit. He was definitely faster than me. He was trying to find a way through. And my job was to make that as difficult as possible. It's basically how I've won all of the races I've won this season in the Legend. Start up the front on the reverse grid and then just be a menace in the up the front. But a surprisingly foolproof strategy. Cool. Got a bit of an awkward landing there, which didn't help him. Oops, somebody's backwards. Up. Ooh. He's a bit too in there. Landed wrong. Got on the grass. And oh yeah, it's unfortunate. It's a real bad spot to be as everybody's coming over the jump. It's kind of just stuck. And then he tried to spin around, but he should have driven up the grass again. Oh yeah, I got a bit too much over the grass there, which didn't help. Okay, I got right up the inside here. I didn't quite get alongside. Of course, yeah, I had to lift out of it here because I was lifting, which helped. I had a real bad exit out of there, which put him side by side. Actually allows him to get ahead slightly. Here we both go completely opposite ends of the track. I go too far out to the point where I'm jumping like I'm off the track here, land on the grass, but luckily hold it. He goes too far over the other way, goes sideways, catches a bad landing on the curb grass, and loses it. Nearly collects me. And the other two get by. But thankfully for him, he's got enough of a gap back to Yari for it not to be too much of a bother. And then these two had their time to tango. Go tries to go up the inside here. Yeah, it's pretty hard to really get a run. Because even if you do, you need to make sure you're like ahead enough to make them back out. But you can get a pretty good shot into here. That's a great exit. Both jump. Well, Mattia got a bit of a wobble on the landing, which allows Miko through. Oh, bit of a scruffy landing there, but he got away with it. He was all over him a bit there, but he starts to peel away. Start coming after me. I muddled this corner up big time, which allowed him to get real close. Sliding through here. He's trying to get the power down. Get a run here, but of course nowhere to really take it, so you have to dip out. Really, I was really anchoring on first gear to get this thing around to like throw it into the hairpin as late as I could. And get a great run up the hill. Or a great jump. You get a much better jump. We had a pretty iffy landing. Well, yeah, it was. I thought I was a goner here. It's a bit too tight on the inside. Ooh. Oh, yeah, actually, the clip defense. Oh, I guess the wheel maybe doesn't count. Or the fence doesn't have a collider. Who knows? Oh, shit. I'm back too far. But I got away with that one just about. There really wasn't much more in it. And that kind of startled me a bit, which nearly made me lose it. Goes up the inside here. Let him have, because I know I have the out, well, the inside first. The fine year chicane. Get ahead. Gets a bit squirrely through there. Chubs me out. Puts Mattia back on his case. It really gives me a free run to the lead, or to the finish, pretty much. Just full send over. Completely out of control there. Nice driven, yeah, you're pretty close to come the end of it though. I tried to get a bit of a cool jump to end, but it was a bit underwhelming. Didn't even get to land it. But it was good fun. Good fun. Of course, last time, remind you, pin link at the top of the chat. And, or I guess on top of the chat box, and, second link in the description. There is a feedback form. I do heavily recommend you go fill that out. If you want to contribute to the future. But yeah. It's pretty good fun. I will copy and paste the... Nope, that's not what I wanted. I'll copy paste the link again. Oh, okay. Good to know that whilst we were racing, had a nice little bot drop in and say hi in the Discord. There you go. We're getting the chat again. But yeah, so next week's season finale. Oran Park North in the Legends, which is the little figure of 8 layout. So we're finishing this up on a couple of funky tracks in the Legends. Of course, it's a figure 8 that goes over the top of each other. It's not literal figure of 8 where you drive into each other, sadly. But it's a very small track, so be interesting. And then the Norris Ring for the 911 Class 1s. Likely going to be a bit of a paint traded there. Hopefully not more than paint traded. But that'll be an interesting one for the finale there also. Of course, also, yeah, I'll be getting the graphics and everything, and trailer and all that jazz sorted for the special that'll be coming up in a couple of weeks' time. So do stay peeled for that. Aiming for tomorrow, might be Thursday. I've just got a few more bits I need to get sorted for all of that. But I got most of the planning stuff done. Yeah, I'll also get, obviously, the results up to date, so we can see where things are standing. However, I think Mattia has a pretty unassailable lead in both championships as things stand. But it is pretty close between myself and Yari in the Legends. Phil and Matteo, I guess, in the Legends also. And myself and Phil in the... Well, actually, Phil and Matteo also in the Porsches. But, yeah. 43-point curse broken. That is true. Only took 4 rounds. Or 5 rounds, I guess. For it to break. Kind of sad. It would have been really funny to have just seen it all the way through. Yeah, I mean, I think it's by and large things covered. Of course, again, the form, don't forget that. Of course, if you haven't seen, also made some small updates to the website. The main thing really, well, a few little visual changes and stuff like that you'll see around, but mainly it's tidying up and rearranging stuff behind the scenes to help improve with, or to really lay down some of the groundwork for hopefully bringing in bigger things now, like the pieces, at least with like how I see it, the pieces are kind of falling into place now, and I have a better idea as to how I can do things. Of course, the results automation is relatively close. I don't want to give an exact time frame on how long that could be, because I could likely run into 1,000,001 problems of getting that sorted. But I need to make some scripts on that to make it so that I can actually generate the table, or generate the data for the table that then gets dynamically loaded. At the moment, I just have the the data hard-coded, but it is dynamically then loaded into the page, so the page itself isn't hard-coded anymore. But yeah, I also need to find... The tricky part of that, though, is going to be finding a way how to have the server know how to split up the series, and how to know what week of a series it's on. I have a few ideas, but I need to play around with those. I have a few ideas as well as how to migrate the content list onto the website, to flesh it out with a bit more detail as well. And then also add in a form so that people can suggest for content to be added to the list. What else? Oh, also another thing I do want to check also is... Obviously, one of the great things to set up would be to have the registrations on the website, because then I can automate the whole thing. You know, obviously you can register for the races and then have that automatically be added, sort of thing, so I don't have to keep going and doing it and keep checking. Obviously, though, would be annoying to have to keep typing in the same information again and again. Maybe I'll do that as a basic thing, now that I've figured out how to get all the bits of the server communicating a bit better with each other. But one thing I do want to experiment with is utilizing like the Steam API. So I assume you might have seen it on some websites before, where you can sign in through Steam and like connect your Steam account to like third-party websites. So I want to play around with that and see if I can use that as a kind of pseudo login system, so I can keep your like Steam ID and stuff saved. Not sure on the best way to handle that, but I'll figure something out. Obviously, yeah, ideally want it to be kind of want a similar like registration experience to what you have on like SRS. But ideally, the less I have to do with managing and storing account information, the better. I could do it. I've done it before. But it's just a whole extra process. And a whole heap of extra, like, security stuff that you have to be wary of. That, if I had the choice, I'd prefer to not deal with. But we shall see. We shall see. But yeah, eventually, I think now the pieces are really starting to fall into place, though. With being able to start migrating more major functions onto the website, and having that be the kind of main place for interacting with the system, having it all be sort of self-contained and whatnot. Still a long way to go. Like, me saying I know how to do it is a bit different than actually doing it. Some things that seem simple in my head can turn out to be nightmarishly difficult to actually do. For one reason or another. The joys of software development. But yeah, do look forward for that stuff, because it hopefully make the whole experience a bit nicer, a bit smoother. Of course, as I said, it'll take time to get there. Because especially when it comes to the content listing and the what do you call it? Well, actually, for all of them, I think there's quite a lot of considerations and experimentation that I got to figure out. But one thing that was really holding me back with the development of this, which I finally resolved yesterday, was actually setting up like a proper development environment to use, because I was just kind of haphazardly using Notepad++, which works fine, but when you're trying to manage a lot of files and folders, or a steadily growing amount of files and folders that all kind of interact with each other, it's not ideal. I mean, I think there are ways you can maybe get around with it, but I threw in Visual Studio Code instead, which is pretty much already set up to do all that fancy schmancy stuff, so and that has helped quite a bit with getting everything all... I'm hoping to have a proper picture of like the whole development process, which is nice. I'll quit boring you with the website details. Of course, again, don't forget to check out the form. Look out as well over the next couple of days when I'll get out the announcement for the upcoming special. I think that could be a bit of fun, so look out for that. And yeah, other than that, I will see you all around next week. Adios.